Hello, thank you for joining me for the final video in our Kinstugi Inspirations tutorial. My streaming software is not playing nicely with me today, so I've just gone live straight on my computer, and I'm hoping that that's going to work because that's not what I usually do, so not what I'm used to, so here's hoping. This is the final card that we're going to make, so a little bit different to all the others, maybe a little bit more fun with wonky cups. Let's get started. It is a relatively easy card, but I had fun with it. Alright, so for the sentiment, I've stayed within the Bright Borders stamp set. I've used that for the last few cards, and I just decided we'll keep the sentiment in the same bundle. So starting off, I'm just going to stick my piece of DSP onto the front of my card. And the good thing about this piece of DSP is it's non-directional, so it doesn't matter which way is up and which way is down. Now I've cut out one of the rectangles from the textured notes dies, and it's this one, so third largest one. Cut that out and run my rectangle through that embossing folder. I'm going to just stick that onto my card as well. And I've cut 3 of the cups out of 3 different pieces of the designer series paper. We go. I had one missing, and what I did was I've also cut the crack out of gold foil with adhesive sheet behind it, and I've stuck that onto my cups, and I've cut out 4 of the little flower clusters. So what we're going to do is just stick a couple of those onto the cup. So what I did was I hooked that flower over the edge of the cup. So I'm going to just put a bit of glue behind there, and just glue that behind and hook those flowers over. And then I wanted my cup to be quite full, so I'm going to do the same. Oops. So that we've got 2 of these going along the edge of the cup. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing on the cup that's going on the top. So we've got 1 cup for the bottom, 1 cup for the top. I don't think it really matters which way the flowers go. Just got that a little bit more over. It's just so weird not doing it with my normal streaming software, so hopefully I'm staying in camera because I'm not seeing what I'm used to seeing. Okay, flowers, stay there. Just hook that. Now, just to make things easier for me, what I did is stick all the cups together first. A little bit of glue at the bottom there. We want that way. So that one can be sitting a little bit wonky, leaning to one side. And then we're going to do the same thing on this one. Once I've got my cups all stacked and hopefully sticking to each other, stay put. I'm just going to pop some dimensionals behind there. And we're going to stick that onto our square. Now, once again, I have stamped that sentiment and I've cut that out with my stylish shapes dies. So, this is, they're all over the show. I think that this is my third smallest circle die. And this one is just going to stick flat on the card and slipping it underneath the cup so that it just sits nicely over the corner there. Now, of course, we need to do something for the inside of the card. So I have a thin strip of my DSP. I'm going to stick that along the bottom of my insert. And then a strip of Misty Moonlight. Now, I do like doing this quite regularly. I just think that it's a nice little trick which makes it look a little bit complicated on the inside of the card because it makes it look like you actually have been really clever with little strips and left a piece of, gap for the card base to show through. But it's just a way of making the inside look a little bit fancy because we all know that I'm a little obsessive with that and I like the inside of my cards decorated, even if it is just with a strip of DSP along the bottom. And finally, we need some bling, so we're using these flower accents. And I'm going to just stick one on the sentiment. My fingers are all sticky now. I did a really good job of getting glue all over everywhere. One, oops, if it'll stick to the card and not my fingers. And I'm going to just stick them into pairs. And I will be back tomorrow with my Painterly Pairs Fun Fold card, which I'm really excited about. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.